Okay, we had 2 days that was all plants all day.
2 days of plants.
You held up really, really well.
Damn right I did.
So we started out, one day was at Walter's Gardens. And Walter's is a perennial provider. So they've been a grower for over 80 years.
Wait a minute. What kind of food did they serve? Then it'll refresh my memory.
Oh, they had the donuts in the morning, and then they had the snacks all day. We had the pizza at lunch.
Got it. Okay, I know where I am.
And then we had,
Let me talk about the food. I know where we are now. I just needed to refresh where we were. I didn't know where we were.
He's going to be consistent on the food thing. And what was really nice about this perennial event is that it focused on a lot of things. So we learned a little bit more about Walter's history. It has been around a long time, still run by the family. I love the fact that the daughters were up there talking. The father, his father had started the company, still very much a family-run company.
Yeah, it was interesting. I like history, so that part I was very interested in.
And then we got to see all the new varieties. And Walter's has new varieties. They also create or release all of the proven winners perennials, but they also have an entire catalog of non-proven winner plants that they're working with. So the varieties were just incredible. The stories were amazing. And Hans Hansen, who is their lead grower, so they have internal breeding, and they also work with outside breeders as well. But you can see that man.
Oh, he loves plants.
And he has so much respect for other breeders.
Yeah, and growers and breeders. He was very into it.
Yeah, and he, actually, I think got choked up.
He did get emotional when he was showing pictures of certain breeders of, what were the husband and wife breeders, were they? What were the orchids or not orchids?
Were they the daylily people?
I think they were the daylily people, and if they weren't, then he'll correct that.
Yeah, and so in addition to the daylily people, then there was also the lupine guy.
Lupine guy.
So it was,
that was interesting.
And so they're launching kind of a newish line of lupine, which we carried last year, and they were beautiful.
And I like lupine. I know what it is. I can't always remember what the name is, but I know that tall flower with little flowers on it is pretty.
Yeah, but then they also had sessions on things like pest management or integrated pest control.
Yeah, that's where I left. I went out in the car.
Yeah, at that one. But you were there for the new varieties. They also had a whole session on merchandising. So the whole goal of this was to help retailers kind of improve their business. So they were focused on how to do the integrated pest management, how to merchandise their stores, how to use social media was another part of it.
That's a big part that's coming up. Social media is becoming huge in the plant world.
And I was invited to sit on a panel to talk about how to get more independent garden centers, I guess, online and involved in that. So there were 3 of us, and it was a good group.
It was a good group. He was on the panel, and like I said, I am the wind beneath his wings.
He had to sit there in the shadows a little bit. But
what can I do?
Yeah.
I have to give him a little.
Yeah, but it was very interesting to kind of hear from the audience some of the things that they're struggling with. A lot of it has to do with just time. These garden centers have already, they're at their limit with time, and how do they bring in?
I mean, I think time is a big thing because, like, I even know what you do with between the planting and the nursery and the houses and just the fact that the social media, how much time it takes to produce these is, I'm not doing it.
So
I'm just the pretty face.
So I guess, this is something that like the average consumer doesn't necessarily see or understand within the industry, but know that like a lot of these places do want to produce more video, and I would love to see more garden center owners and managers and workers creating videos, because they have a knowledge base that is different than the home grower, different from like the plant companies. They just bring in something a little different. So I'd love to, I'm all about supporting them to do that. So anything I can do. So being on this panel, I thought was one thing I could do.
It was interesting. I sat through the whole panel.
And I've gotten contacted from a couple people who were there who had questions afterwards. So it definitely affected them. There was information there that they did want to have more details on. So very, very nice.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
And we also, some people recognized us.
Well, yeah.
No, they recognized you right away too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because in our day-to-day life, we don't run into people who recognize us, but when you go to a plant event, I didn't think about this.
Oh yeah, people.
Higher chance of meeting people. And so we met Deb, and Deb was great because she just kind of started chatting with us, and they said, I don't live too far from here. You should come visit my garden.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
we should do that. Are we going to do that?
It's all lined up already.
There you go.
So, this was one of those opportunities. You know how gotta sometimes just tell yourself, just say yes to something, do something crazy. So we don't know her. We don't know what's going on.
She could have been an axe. She could be an axe murderer for all we know.
She could, but she'd be a really nice, friendly one.
She would be. She'd do it real slow.
Yeah. No, I hope she would do it fast. So anyway, it was a really nice event, and seeing the new varieties, that was just like, wow. Oh, you know what? I should go get my computer, and we can talk about any new varieties that we want to talk about.
Let's do that.
Or do you remember any specific plants from that?
There was where from where?
At Walters.
Walters. The hardy hibiscus. There's some really beautiful new ones called Glitter Bomb.
Then that's the new one.
That's the one I remember. Glitter Bomb.
The name is pretty catchy too, and it's really quite interesting. It's definitely more of a novelty one because it's got the speckled flower, which is very unusual.
And their Hosta garden is stunning.
Yeah.
I mean, I like hostas.
And Liam is all about, I think, is it called Gigantosaurus and
Gigantosaurus,
or Humungosaurus? I think there's two of them.
Gigantosaurus. I don't know. It's huge.
So he loved that one. Yeah. There was also, you fell in love with the grasses.
Yeah, I'm a grass guy. I don't know what it is. I mean, I love grasses. I really should do a whole program on just grasses alone.
People would really jump on that, I think.
Okay.
And then there was a sedge grass that it's got native roots, and it originated in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Yeah.
So it's a Uper plant.
It's a Uper.
It's variegated.
Uper grass.
Yeah. Oh, that's might not catch on outside of the Upper Peninsula, but hey, Uper grass. That's what they call people where he's from. And
anyway,
and there was that Heliopsis. I think it was called Forged in Fire. Really nice dark leaf, covered in flowers, and doesn't really.
Oh, that's one of my favorites. That one we're getting next year for sure.
Oh yeah, it's
if beautiful. Not, I'm going to buy it from somebody else because
it's very powdery mildew resistant. So,
yeah, whatever that is, but it is.
And that was the other interesting thing. We spent 2 days talking to these plant people, and a lot of them were the internal breeding crew, and they were showing us lots of photos, showing us the difference between like their new cultivars compared to maybe the original plants or the ones that are really popular in the industry. And I mean, it's amazing when you look at what changes they have been able to make. So some of them are just fuller or more flowers. Some of them are smaller.
Yeah, and some are more compact.
Not so wild. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I know it was. I was interested.
So for those, because a lot of times I'll hear people say like, "Oh, all of the, Proven Winners just sticks their name on any old plant." When you start seeing side by side comparisons, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, there's some cool ones.
So hats off to Proven Winners and to Walters Gardens, because that wasn't just Proven Winners plants at this.
No.
So that was really cool.
No.
Next day we
Wait a minute. Did we talk about the pizza? There were like many different kinds of pizza. Like it wasn't just like pepperoni, and it was sausage and I don't know, just sausage and pepperoni.
There was cheese, there was veggie, there was like some chicken barbecue.
It was really chicken barbecue. I missed that one.
Yeah, you don't usually like chicken on pizza. Though,
no, I don't, but I was trying them all. And cookies.
Oh, those were good cookies.
A very nice selection of cookies.
So, food gets a passing grade.
It does. Yeah, I would give it a thumbs up.
Way to go, Walters. Next day, we went to Spring Meadow Nursery, which is a nursery that my family's been working with for like decades now. And
they do shrubs and trees.
Yes.
See, I know.
Very, very good. And that is the home of Proven Winners Color Choice Shrubs as well. So Proven Winners was teaming up with these two companies in this whole program too. And there again, they were doing, their sessions were really focused on retailers and giving them tools.
And big on social media.
Yeah.
Just trying to help people with social media and how they use social media, I should say, and then how other people can.
Yeah, I thought that it was interesting too, because they were talking about, hey, you can pay for, to boost your posts, and they were talking about the different ways to do that. So I think for somebody who's in a business, they're always afraid to spend money on things like that. And so they were telling them, like, this is the easiest, cheapest way to get started to see if it's effective for you.
And just to start it, telling people, just start it. Don't worry about how you look, obviously. Don't worry about all sorts of things, how much weight you've gained, obviously. But just get involved in it and just do it.
Yeah, so that was really good. Got to see tons of new varieties as well. That was a crazy number of new varieties of shrubs.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Very entertaining too. Their presenters they must like have
it was
training.
Like watching a bunch of TED Talks. I mean, really good TED Talks,
Yeah, Liam was kind of captivated.
Yeah, I stayed for the entire 8-hour session.
Yeah.
But of course there were breaks with snacks and breaks with all sorts of meals and snacks. And so, yeah, it kept me captivated. looking to see when the next snack time came.
So it was really well done. And there was a panel specifically on partnerships with like content creators.
Yeah, and that was good. And our friend Heidi from
Garden
Crossing, which is very good. I recommend watching her. She actually was up on the panelists, and I don't know. We learned a lot from all three of them.
Yeah, Bethany from Chicago Gardener was there.
Yeah, rooftop gardening, which is really cool.
Yeah, and you got...
Oh, I'm going to do this. She did a cool thing where she took one of these high planters. You can get them at DIY stores.
It's one that she already has on her roof.
Yeah.
And she, of course, has to empty it in the winter.
Fills it with soil, and then dumps 200 bulbs into it, daffodil bulbs or tulip bulbs or whatever, and then covers it up, and then covers the thing so the squirrels or chipmunks or whatever don't get it.
And water. She doesn't want it to get too wet.
Yeah, it doesn't. And then in the spring, she's got an unbelievable rooftop garden. So I'm going to have an unbelievable porch garden because I'm going to do 2 of them with 400 bulbs, not counting the bulbs that are going into the bulb lot.
Because we have 2 boxes that we had gotten from the hardware store that your sister used for vegetables. I don't think she used them this year.
No, I don't think so. So
it's going to be perfect.
Wait for this. Wait for this. You'll be seeing me on the corner selling cut daffodils next spring.
There's a market for that.
There is. There is. My new business.
But I wasn't expecting that session to take a turn where suddenly my picture was on the screen.
That was very funny. Yeah, and it was the largest picture on the screen. It was like...
But what the conversation was about when you're working with content creators, they were using that... Ooh, telephone. We'll wait till this goes away.
Went away.
Okay. What was interesting about that is that they were talking about maybe taking some risks when you're partnering and what some of the risks are, and I was considered one of those risks, which I thought was interesting.
I took a huge risk partnering, huge risk,
but no, the topic kind of took a turn where they were talking to Heidi about, and I didn't think about this when I was interviewing her. The topic was about why are online plants so expensive, and she sells online plants.
Yeah,
and so she did take a risk, and so that was very like I feel like, boy, I totally didn't really think about that when I was talking to her, partly because I knew why they were. I knew what goes into online plant
but
sales.
She didn't know exactly how you're going to present that, and she did take a risk, and she was very happy with how it turned out. She didn't seem to be. She said
and they used that as kind of an example where it went from being taking a negative, they're so expensive, to talking about, well, here's the value that you're getting from that. Yeah. And, online plants are riskier. They are more expensive.
Yeah, of course.
There's a lot
that can go wrong. You're shipping them out. I mean, there's a lot of problems with it. But.
So hats off to Heidi for taking that risk, because I didn't think of it. But then it's also strange that here I am, I'm connected to a physical garden center, and I'm interviewing somebody who sells online plants. So it's almost like I'm promoting another business as well. So it really became about the collaboration is truly collaborative, not competitive. So.
And there was a huge picture of him on the screen. Huge. It was like massive, you know what I mean? I had a little bit of a...
I didn't see that coming.
None of us. I certainly didn't.
Thankfully, Heidi was okay with it, because she would have went like, oh, that jerk. I knew she wouldn't do that.
No.
So that was fun. Hey, I guess I also like that they have an area where they kind of set it up like a garden center. And so we got to see a lot of the new varieties. There were some nice... And you fell in love with one particular hydrangea, which we've carried it for the last couple of years.
Which one was it?
Pufferfish. That's the really lacy one. And
that's. I mean, it's full on the bottom, and then it shoots up this lace thing on the end. I don't know what it was. It was something. There are so many beautiful hydrangeas, folks. I should really be a hydrangea gardener, because that would be hydrangeas and daffodils. That's all I do.
Hey, you gotta find your niche. But the pufferfish is beautiful, and I didn't appreciate it enough. I think, because I put it to the back burner because. It doesn't necessarily turn pink, and for some reason, we get such good color on our Panicle hydrangeas in the fall. I'm really tuned into that, and I love those ones that get more pink, and that one doesn't get as pink. So I've kind of been like, but seeing theirs, number one.
Well, they were healthy. For one thing.
Ours are usually very healthy.
Ours are very
healthy. But seeing them and seeing your reaction to it, I was like, you know what? I'm measuring things differently than you do.
Yeah, see, as a layman, I see things, I see the beauty in things. He sees the technical stuff.
Sometimes I do get buried in that, so it is good having him around. Were there any other things from either of the 2 days that really stood out for you as far as what's going on in the industry?
Oh, the food.
Well, let's talk about the food. Well, let's get the food out of the way.
We're going to get the food out of the way, okay. We went to, where were we? Spring Meadow. And, excuse me, they had all kinds of breakfast stuff to start with, donuts, snacks, all the stuff to any kind of thing to drink, water, pop, diet pop, whatever, juice, cheese sticks, whatever, which is great. And then they had a lunch, and the lunch was a box sandwich, which was on a croissant. It was absolutely delicious.
But then, might as well talk about the pinnacle of the food thing. We were invited to Dale, who is I think he's the founder. He is the president of the company as well. His private garden, which is really more of a test garden, where they're testing shrubs beyond belief. And these are all like samples and things that they're testing. I mean, they're testing for failure, they're testing for success. We actually did sign a waiver when we went in about photos, because we're not really allowed to publish any photos from there. And it really has to do with like trademarks and stuff, because in order for them to kind of recoup their money on the investment, they have to trademark the plants. And if a photo gets published, it can compromise the date that can start.
Who knew? It's very complicated.
Some of these plants are growing in there, 10 years before they actually make it to market or even start the process.
But it's really stunning. And it was several miles away from the nursery. He was so gracious. He met all of us at the gates and shook our hand as we went in, which was, I thought really very above and beyond. We went in to his home, and there was this beautiful, we had drinks and kind of a social time. And then we were given tours. They broke us up into groups, and we were given tours of the upper garden to start with. And we did that, and we went on with the tour with this. I can't think of their names. I don't remember their names. Well, he can find it anyway. And they were really engaging and entertaining. And we went around through the whole thing and looked at all the new plants and
plants that have been kind of dismissed plants that might be coming down the road. They were really good about pointing out, like, okay, what do you guys think of this one? Because this one's kind of on the might make it, might not.
We had flags, because we could flag things that we really liked. So there were a couple of hydrangeas that were phenomenal. And one I remember was it was kind of like a very tight ball, small. It's like a baseball, but it was very tight. And the other one was another one that had like it was pink and white and that limey green, and the little petals were. It was really a stunner, I thought. I don't know what it was called.
I can't show you any photos.
Oh, sorry.
We didn't even take photos.
No.
Because I was like, you can talk to them and they would point to which things we could photo. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy this experience.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was. Although when we did shake hands and walk into the first thing I did is pick up my phone, and I saw a climbing hydrangea, and I said, oh, that's like in Ireland. I took a picture, and he said, no pictures. So
I think they were okay with
I deleted
those. Yeah, I think they're okay with that one, but depends on what else is in there. So we have to respect that. It was an honor to be in that garden.
Very much. He was very, very gracious. Then after the tour of the upper garden, we're going back to the food for a minute here. Then we had this fantastic, like right in his backyard, this pulled beef or roast beef and chicken and cheesecake and chocolate dipped strawberries and more drinks and beans, and I really wish I'd take a picture of the food. I didn't, but
I got one little picture of it. It was kind of like elevated barbecue is what it really was.
Yeah.
Really nice.
And so we did that. Then after we finished with that, and we met these really nice young ladies from Quebec. Windsor, Ontario.
Just outside of Windsor. Julia and the rest of the group there.
Yeah, really, really nice.
We had fun with them.
Yeah, her mother follows us on our
on here?
On this, I guess, yeah.
So hi.
Hi. Hey,
and
Julia's mom.
We met a lot of people from Windsor because...
Yeah, there was, and Quebec, there were some people that were speaking French, and I assume they're from Quebec, I'm not sure. But then we got a tour of the lower garden. And the lower garden was...
So the upper garden had lots of macrophylla hydrangeas, and then there was a lot of everything up there.
Oh, and the Grand River, was right, like, a massive front yard right on the Grand River.
And it's a nice river.
Really nice river, yeah. Great river to tube on, but they wouldn't let me do it, so I had to put my clothes back on. I had brought a tube. Anyway, so then we did the lower garden, and Dale, the owner, came with us, and he walked this whole big group around the lower garden.
He had some great stories about some of the plants and some of the history, and actually everybody involved were kind of adding to it. It was a very fun tour too.
Very fun tour.
It certainly did not get swallowed up in the technical side. It was much more fun and enjoyable.
Yeah, I wish I could remember the guy's name. Jonas?
Doctor, I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah.
He's their head.
He's a doctor of plantology or whatever it is. I don't know what it is, a doctor, something with plants anyway. But he was really entertaining, and we really enjoyed it.
You know, that rose that I really thought was impressive was the El Fuego. Was it Oh So Easy or one of those? That was really nice.
Yeah, I
there were some nice roses.
Explain it.
It was the one that opened kind of red, and then it would turn kind of more pink than orange.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Oh, I was not impressed. There were some nice roses.
No, there was some. Everything was beautiful. Like, I mean, this was like, I just very gracious, and everybody was so pleasant. I enjoyed it.
Now, when it comes back to the sessions that we took, one thing that I took from this was the fact that like Spring Meadow is very much about data as well. And so that was interesting because I think for a lot of garden center owners, like when we're marketing and stuff, we might not have the technical skills or the technical information that they have. So, maybe it's more emotional or more kind of those kind of choices. But there they really were talking about like who's shopping and what they're buying and what the reactions are and analytics and all this kind of stuff. So you had that piece of it, but then the people were really a lot of fun too.
Oh yeah.
Anything else from those sessions you remember?
Really nice bathrooms.
Well, there you have it, folks. Spring Meadow. Thumbs up on the food and the bathrooms.
Toilets are really top notch.
But plants were cool too.
No, they were very cool.
And I will say this, because I was on the panel, the folks at Walters did give me a nice little gift, because this was an unpaid type of thing.
Oh yeah.
Nice cutting board with this kind of flower engraved on it, and then
and jam, I think, or something
some
like
little
that.
goodies tucked in there.
Very good things.
And they also sent us home with some plants that were from the displays.
Yeah.
So that
we could take as many as we wanted. So
yeah.
We took about 35 of them, but we told them just 3.
Well, we took 2 at first because we were like, well, we don't want to be those people. And then Andrew came back and said,
take more.
He said, you can take more. It's good. It's
so
good.
we did.
And these were new varieties.
We took about 4 or 5, and I headed right for the grass. I took 2 grasses.
Yeah, that'll be good. And then the hardy hibiscus, we did get a glitter bomb, but we're still traveling, so it definitely got a little fried, even though I gave it lots of water.
Yeah.
But it's still alive, but it's not going to be looking good. It'll look good next year. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we will show it to you next year, and we'll go over this story again next year.
So we have been crazy busy.
And we're going to get crazy busier.
Yeah, we're just on the go. But we'll keep you guys posted. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah. And hopefully I was able to get enough photos in there to actually make this interesting. So it's not just looking at our mugs talking.
Excuse me?
So got more to show you, but this is all we have for right now.
Yeah, come back, y'all.
Oh, boy. Where did that come from?
And we were kind of down in Ohio, and they got that little bit of a twang in there, and I thought I kind of liked it.
Oh, catchy.
You hate it. He's going to delete this part, I'm sure.
It's not that I hate it. No, it's charming.
Oh, that is the first compliment I've ever gotten from that man. Charming.
See you guys soon.
Bye.